100. CQ, 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 CQ 20 meters, CQ 20, CQ 20 meters, CQ, CQ, CQ 20, CQ 20 meters, CQ 20, CQ, 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 CQ 20, CQ 20 meters, CQ 20, CQ 20 meters, CQ, CQ, CQ 20 meters, CQ 20, CQ 20 meters, CQ, CQ, CQ. Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo, calling CQ, CQ, CQ 20 meters. Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo, calling CQ, any stations, anywhere.
G3CCQ,
CQ 20, CQ 20 meters, CQ 20, CQ 20, CQ 20 meters, CQ, CQ. CQ 20 meters, CQ 20, CQ 20 meters, CQ, CQ. Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo, calling CQ, CQ. CQ on 20, CQ 20. This is Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo, calling CQ, any stations, anywhere.
November 2, Alpha Radio Mike.
Hey, good afternoon, Mark. How are things down in Daytona Beach there? Go ahead.
Just tuning around there and saw your little blip burn come up over the YouTube app that I leave open here, and there you are. Let's see, we're about 68 degrees, and we're not too sunny today, but just kind of taking it easy. And doing a little radio, and not feeling 100%, just nothing serious, just a little energy depletion, I think. I don't know what it is, but the aches and pains and the low energy thing is happening today. So it's a good day to just plant my butt right here on the radio station. Over.
No, I understand, Mark. Yeah, I know those days, no doubt. We did bring the beam a little bit more down your direction. You came up a little better, about 5 and 8 here in the receive. Sorry to hear that you're kind of under the weather, but I have no doubt you'll bounce back. Tomorrow will be a better day. Let's hope anyway. And nice to hear you there. Yeah, you know, it's pretty interesting that the little notification thing works as well as it does. That's pretty cool. So I know this is the end of the month, and we're going to be asking for a lot, but we've got 13 more to go till we hit 600 subscribers. So we've got this afternoon for an hour or so, and then we'll be back out again this evening. Don't know if it'll happen, but we sure got something to shoot for there, Ryder.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. This is a very fun, one of the more fun activities you can do on ham radio here, and it's thanks to you, brother. So that's good, and I'm sure as it gets more popular down the road, the numbers are only going to get bigger. I know I belong to a ST101, the early series. I belong to that radio club, and that's a Facebook club, and my goodness, it started out 20, 30 people now. Last year it's over 1,000, so stuff like that, the good stuff tends to grow, my brother. Back to you.
Oh yeah, that's great. No, it's that's kind of how it all works. You know, it's just a big giant community anyway. With of course we all have a lot of varied interest in different things, even in ham radio. So yeah, I think it's really awesome. This has certainly exceeded my expectations. We never thought it would get to this point, and we're a heck of a lot closer than we thought we would ever get. So we've had a couple of comments from some other people and say, hey, let people know what's going on, what you're doing, and get the word out. And I said, well, I kind of hate to, you know, pat yourself on the back, toot your own horn, so to speak, thing. But yeah, it is pretty close. It's just something we're going to shoot for. And if we're able to get it today, hey, great. If not, well, we'll certainly be back on the air tomorrow. But yeah, you're the loudest I've heard in quite a while. So the audio is just booming right across. And so it's good to see that we've got some conditions. I haven't looked at the numbers. They're a little bit better than they were over the weekend. So hopefully the band will stay open for us today. There, go ahead.
Yeah, okay, man. Very good. I did last time you had asked me, I think my audio is different, and I didn't think so, but then I thought about it again. I had done a radical audio change, and I wanted to set up my microphone so I could sit back in my chair. And so I set the audio up that way, and I'm about 2 feet from the mic now, and picking up a little bit of room, and I kind of got rid of some of the highs that are the annoying highs, and kept what was in there. But definitely, always mid and low, mostly mid. I think you get a much more natural audio when the mids are set up properly, because that's where all the voice is anyway. And, I kind of learned that from being a drummer all these years and sound personnel and all of that. And you get a good mix, and, if you just stick around the mid areas where the voice is prominent. Over.
Yeah, I have no doubt. No, it's certainly okay. The only thing I've noticed is it's got a little bit more punch than usual, and I think part of that is really because the band is in a little bit better shape. So, hey, no complaints. I did get the page pulled up, so I see that nice little graphic there, and that's pretty cool. I said it before, but the pictures of the angles and stuff you have on the radio is really pretty cool. So I have a feeling you had something else going on when you were taking those, but yeah, very cool angles. We're still working on ours a little bit, but it's kind of neat how you've got the lighting set up there, and not sure who did the graphic for you, but that's really cool as well. But again, we just jumped here. We try to get to the top of the hour. We'll be here for maybe about an hour or so. We got a couple other things we'll have to take care of this afternoon, and then take a little break, try to get back out here this evening on 40 meters for a little bit. But we did have some time here this afternoon. Almost got you in weather. We're currently 65 and sunny. We're on our way the next couple of days to mid-70s. So I'd like to think spring is here. We're going to get fooled, but we're going to take advantage of the time frame while we can. So either tomorrow or the next day, we're going to be doing a live stream portable. We're getting the equipment together and pulling the batteries, getting them on charge and everything else. So we did it a couple times last year. I know you're familiar with that, and we're looking at doing that again here in the next day or two. So hopefully we'll have some conditions, and we'll be able to make some contacts in the meantime there, Roger.
Outstanding there, my friend. Outstanding. Your signal is up and down all over the place. You're very strong at one moment, and then you drop right down in another moment. The old QSB phenomena is phenomenizing. So we'll cut you loose on this one and say really great to hear you in there. Hope you're feeling.
Good afternoon, Bobby. Hope you're doing well.
Last little bit of COVID that was hanging on. Yeah, the graphic, by the way, my graphic was done by my daughter. I told her to put down to spend 1 hour and make the AA1IA man for my next QSL card. And as soon as I run out of Q, and she does commercial art on the side, and she's really just amazing. So I said, give me about an hour's worth of time and make me up a QSL card. We'll get it all printed out. So anyways, that's the story there. And, well, very good, my friend. Always good to hear you. And hope you have a good one. And we'll be listening in for a while. We'll say 7-3. And always a pleasure to work you, Randy. K0RWB 73 AA1IA.
Always a pleasure, Mark. Yeah, first one, we just got here. First call, and there you were. Again, like I said, you definitely came up better when we had the beam pointed down your direction. We had it pointed a little bit more toward Armando up in New York, so moved it down your way. You came right up. Yeah, like I said, I hope you're feeling better. I have those days, of course, and hopefully it's short-lived. But, yeah, great explanation. Really cool on the graphic. That would make a really great cover on the card. So I look forward to getting one of those one day. You never can tell. So anyway, hey, it's Monday. We got a couple more days this week. Hopefully it goes better for you and for me as well, and everybody else out there listening. We'll see how it goes, but so far so good. Mark, enjoy the rest of the afternoon, man. Always a pleasure to hear you. Nice to know you're out there. You're lurking somewhere. It's always a good thing. Hey, we'll stay 7-3s for now. Alpha 1 India Alpha down in Daytona Beach, Florida. This is Kilowatt Zero Radio Whiskey Bravo. See you, Mark. You take care.
See you later, Randy.
All right. QRZ, if we have any other stations out there, come with your call, please.
Kilo 3, Sierra Delta Lima.
Sierra Hotel.
Kilo 3, Sierra Delta Lima, I believe. Nice signal, Dan. How are you this afternoon?
Oh, doing very good, doing very good. Good to hear you again, Randy. It's been a while, but yeah, it's good to hear you back in there. I've been trying to find you on the dial here, and I said, wow, where's Randy? Where's Randy? He's it's been about a month or so, I guess, since I heard you in there. So, but you're sounding very good out here in Maryland today. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, it's been, 2021's been a real challenge for a lot of people, and it's been that way, and so far in 2022, I'd like to think that we're around it, over it, or what have you, but we had a little stint with COVID for the second time, first of the month. We got feeling good. We had a day on the radio, and then it kind of decided we're not done with you yet, so kind of took a back seat again. We'd like to think now. Last week we had several opportunities. We're on the air, and it's interesting, and the amount of people that say, hey, where have you been? I just kept thinking, well, I'm nobody from nowhere, just a guy running ham radio in the Kansas City area, but it's nice to know we're missed. And I'm hoping that's it. I'm hoping we're done for the time frame. So we're looking up for bigger and better things. And like I said, I just talked with my friend Mark down in Daytona Beach, and he's a little bit out of the weather. Hopefully it's that time of year, that creeping crud, whatever you want to call it, Dan. But yeah, so far so good. We're really glad to be back out in front of the microphone and making contact as always. A lot of repeats with a lot of people, including yourself there. And a lot of new operators we had on the air last week as well. So all in all, it's been really good, and we're really looking forward to what's up ahead of time.
Well, good for you. I'm glad you are on the mend there, and you kind of whipped that bug. And I think a lot of people are starting to whip that thing, and hopefully we can get rid of it. And it's affected a lot of lives, and a lot of people didn't make it and didn't pull through. So our hearts out to them and the families there and everybody that's got to go through it. And I hope it just strengthens your immune system, Mary, where you won't have to deal with it anymore. But I think I actually did hear you on your link there the other day. I was watching you on your YouTube. I think you were on 40 meters at that time. It was pretty late, so. But anyway, it was good to hear you back in there. And I'm one of your subscribers, so I catch up with you every now and then, and I check you out and just to make sure everything's still good. But you're sounding really good. I've got you up 20 over here on 20 meters this afternoon. So it's very good signal coming here, Randy.
Yeah, you're about the same way as well. It's really funny. A lot of people put a lot of stock in the numbers. The alpha index and the sunspots and so forth, and I usually do as well. But the end of last week, over the weekend, the numbers were not very good, but propagation was excellent. It really, really was. Again, the numbers today aren't great. Alpha's only 13, sunspots at 48. And you wouldn't think that'd be very good, but, it really hasn't seemed to slow anything down. Now, you may not be able to reach as far or as often. I certainly understand that. But, my location and the timing or what have you, but I have no issues up and down the eastern seaboard. Really don't. Anywhere from Mark down in Florida, South Florida, all the way up into the New England states. It's just phenomenal. We always have really, really good propagation. And if it's a couple hours from now, we're pointed out west to be the same way. So I don't know if it's just about being here central U.S. or what, but no complaints. They keep saying about sunspot 25 is going to do this and going to do that. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to call CQ, and somebody answers, then the propagation is working. So that's really all you can ask for. But, yeah, terrific signal, on your end here as well. Like I said, you're 20 over. It's just an armchair copy, like the old CB days. Not everybody's that way, but when they are, it's certainly a pleasure to have a conversation. And yeah, again, we're hoping to be here a little bit more on a regular basis. That's the intent from day one. Sometimes things get in the way and sometimes not, but that's kind of what we're looking for. And, again, call CQ, make a few contacts, all you can ask for, and just enjoy the day and have fun with amateur radio there, Roger.
Roger on that. Yeah, it is enjoyable. I remember back in CB days, back in the 90s, I believe it was, Kansas City was coming into this area here all the time. I mean, we heard Kansas City when we didn't hear anything else, and it seems like it's doing the same here. You're always strong, and I get a lot of good signals coming out of Kansas City, the Midwest there. So I enjoyed talking with you, Randy, and I hope you continue to mend, and glad to hear you on here again, and we'll catch up with you again. I thank you for taking the call here, Roger.
Oh, no, always a pleasure, Dan. And, as I was telling Mark, we'll probably be kind of mentioning this throughout the time we've got this afternoon. This has totally exceeded any expectations I have. I started this about a year ago on the channel, and we haven't been as consistent as we'd like. Sometimes it's our own fault. Sometimes there's things that, just kind of put a wrench or a wrinkle in the mix, what have you. But it's the end of the month, and we're 13 away from 600 subscribers. Far exceeded anything my expectations when we started. So we're going to be here for a little bit this afternoon. We're going to be back out tonight on 40 meters. That's our goal, to try to get to number 600 today. If we make it, fine, and if not, well, it'll be tomorrow. But, you always got to have goals and things to look forward to. So we thought, hey, what a great time to do this. We'll get out here this afternoon and see what we can do with it even happen tonight. But I'm more than happy to talk with people I've had a conversation with before. You and I have talked on multiple occasions. Always enjoy our conversations. We've always got things to talk about between us. And we always seem to have a good signal, so that makes it fun as well. So, hey, no problems on my end, Dan. Go ahead.
Oh, that's for sure, yeah. Always a big signal coming in here. And, your subscribers list is going higher, and everybody's enjoying your webcast there, or whatever you want to call it. Alex has got a good one down there as well, and there's a few others. But I enjoy both of yours for sure. I won't tie it up. I'll let some others get in there to you, and it's good to hear your voice in there again, Randy. And you take care of you and the family. I'm going to sign off here and let somebody else go after you. This is K3STL 73.
I appreciate it very much, Dan. Thank you for those kind words, and right back at you. It's nice for those first-time callers, first-time operators, but it's also nice to hear from you guys again. We like I said, we've always got things to talk about, kind of letting how things are going in your world and so forth. And again, if somebody's getting some enjoyment out of this, that's what I'm shooting for. I'm having a great time. I hope others do as well. So enjoy the afternoon. Thanks for giving me a call. Certainly look forward to our next times. If you're 20 over every time you call, we'll be here all afternoon. That's totally fine with me. Anyway, enjoy the rest of the afternoon, man. Thank you so much for calling, and we'll look forward to the next one. Kilo 3 Sierra Delta Lima, just on the west side of Baltimore, Maryland. 7-3s, and you take care. Okay, any other stations? K0 RWB, Kilowatt Zero Radio, Whiskey Bravo, Randy in Kansas City, QRZ, any stations. Come with your call, please.
KB2, QBS.
Kilowatt 3, Quebec.
Okay, the Kilo Bravo 2 station. Try it again if you would, please.
Good afternoon, Randy. Kilo Bravo 2, Quebec Bravo X-Ray. Ben, Long Island, New York. Saying hello. Long time, Randy. How are you, sir?
Hey, Ben. Good afternoon. Nice to hear you from Long Island. Of course, we haven't been out here too long this afternoon, but nice to hear that we're getting out to Long Island. Hey, just contact number 3. We're getting closer to that, to the bonus round, as they say. You become a regular in my book, you get all the perks and benefits. We just have a big party, throw confetti in your name. So you got one more to go. Looks like it's been a while, though, May of last year. So anyway, nice to catch up with you again. Very nice signal. And so how are things happening out on Long Island today?
All is peaceful. We got about, right now, 35 degrees. The sun is out. It's a beautiful, beautiful day. A little crisp. It's been an overall pretty good winter here on Long Island. It's been cold like everywhere else. We had 2 significant snowstorms, but they were gone within a few days. It snowed, it rained a few days later. Like everybody else, I had some health issues over the winter. Nothing too severe, but you know what they say. It's tough getting old. I will use the other phrase, but after 60, every day's a new ache and pain there. Go ahead, Randy.
Hey, I'm telling you what. Any time that I can wake up and get a cup of coffee, it's going to be a good day. So no worries there. Well, again, the first caller I had was my friend Mark down in Daytona, and by golly, we're almost the same temperature. We're currently 65 and sunny. In the next couple of days, we'll be up in the mid-70s. So we had last week's bad weather, those stints and what have you. This is the time of year we call yo-yo weather. You know, one day cold, next day warm, and so forth. We had some snow over the weekend. Of course, it's all gone now. It's getting warmer and warmer every day. What am I doing sitting here in the shack when it's so nice outside? But we're going to change that. Either today or the next day, we're going to be taking the show on the road. We're going to be doing a live stream portable on our YouTube channel. We're going to be packing everything up and getting the batteries ready and so forth. And if the weather's going to be nice, we're going to be out there trying to play around with it and see how it goes. So hopefully we'll be able to make a few contacts, Ben, but you can never tell. But the effort will be there regardless there, Roger.
Very good, Randy. I'll listen in for you. Good luck with that. You're banging in here. You're at 20 over. You're really signal's really strong coming in this afternoon. But always a pleasure talking to you, my friend. I won't hold it up. I'll let you make some more contacts there, and we'll listen in for you there, Randy. Have a great day, my friend. Be safe and be well. God bless. 7-3s, Randy.
My pleasure, Ben. Yeah, nice to get a chance to catch up with you. Yeah, it's been a while. It's amazing how time flies, especially on amateur radio, but that's okay. Here we are today, last day of the month. No worries. We'll certainly, hopefully it's a lot sooner than, I don't even want to count how many months it is, way too many, but again, some of it's my control, some of it wasn't, but here we are, and there you are, so we got a chance to reconnect. So again, I'm looking for the next contact with us. That'll be number 4 here in the log. It should be a lot of fun. So by all means, you know that, as I said before, you hear us out there, give us a call anytime. No slouch on your signal, 5-9, little over, 5 and 9 plus. So it's working well between us. Hey, enjoy the afternoon as well. I got the rest of the week going ahead. Hopefully it will go well for you. Hopefully it does here as well. Feel free to call us anytime you hear us, Ben, and we'll get back to you, no doubt. You take care, you and yours. Be safe and be well. Kilo Bravo 2, Quebec Bravo X-Ray, out of Long Island. This is Kilowatt Zero Radio, Whiskey Bravo. You take care, my friend. 7-3s.
7-3.
Okay, QRZ, any other stations, please come with your call. Well, hopefully the band conditions are still there. This is Kilowatt Zero Radio, Whiskey Bravo. Name is Randy, outside of Kansas City, Missouri. Calling QRZ, any stations anywhere. Come with your call, please.
Yeah, Kilo, Foxtrot 4, Whiskey, November, Charlie.
Okay, Kilo Foxtrot 4, Whiskey, November, Charlie. If I did it right, this would be John there. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, sure did. You got it, man. I hope things are going well for you. Yeah, I just was flipping the knob over here, and I ran past your QSO. Your signal sounded so good, I just had to zero in on it and wait for a while. So I hope things are going well for you. Yeah, this is John, and I am located in central North Carolina. Back to you.
Well, fine business, John. Well, thanks for giving us a call. Yeah, again, I think anytime you can get in front of the microphone, it's going to be a good day. At least that's how I try to approach it. But, yeah, we're just having a little opportunity this afternoon to call CQ and make some contacts, whatever. We're also doing a live stream on our YouTube channel. So all the QSOs are live, also being recorded. People get a chance later on, if they want to listen to themselves on the air, they can go ahead and listen to the playback and so forth. But, yeah, the main name of the game is call CQ, see how the bands are at, what kind of conditions are at, and so we can make a few contacts, and so far so good. Good signal on you as well. You're 5-9 plus 10 there out of North Carolina. So it looks like the Eastern Seaboard is doing real well back here in the Kansas City area there. Go ahead.
Yeah, it seems like it happens that way a lot. It seems like Texas is almost like I got a twisted pair between myself and Texas. Every time I pick up the microphone, and it could be either 20 meters or 17, but that's just kind of I'll sit there and I'll raise an eyebrow at it, and then next thing you know, that opportunity will be gone. Yeah, I am. That's kind of what I like to do with ham radios, or especially up here in the HF area, because I've been upgraded for maybe around 5 years now. I have to go back and look at the calendar and see. And for the longest time, I have just thoroughly enjoyed just participating in the QSO parties on the weekends. That has given me just an incredible view for what propagation looks like in a quick fashion, because everybody's in and out real quick. You hear where they're coming from, you know what's working, what's not working, making sure the equipment's okay. So yeah, that's and now I'm getting about into the point now where I like a couple of long-winded conversations. So so it is really good to catch up with you and your signal from Missouri back here is a good 10 over 5.9 also. Great audio. So whatever you've done on your side, keep up the good work. Back to you. This is Kilo Foxtrot 4, Whiskey November Charlie.
Well, that's really good, John. Yeah, you know, it is. Again, there's so much diversity just in ham radio alone. You can just about go anywhere, RTTY, phone, or CW, and there's digital modes, and you know, you can spend a little, you can spend a lot. You know, 100 watts on a wire goes a long way, and that's the great thing about the hobby. And I've been fortunate. As I said, we're live on our YouTube channel, but I've done this now for a little over a year, and we're just amazed the quality of operators we've had the pleasure to actually talk with. Everybody has been really gracious and very, very interesting to talk with and so forth. And that's kind of what we wanted to do when we started this. My channel is not 59QRZ. I don't believe in it unless it's a contest, and I don't do those. However, we don't do 10 or 15-minute QSOs. We try to be very respectful of everybody's time. If you call in, you've got something to say or something you'd like to talk about, and that's what we're here for. And the other adage, again, we're putting two mediums together, amateur radio and social media or YouTube. And again, it's just kind of a cool deal. And I've talked with people many times, and there's not many occasions that we don't go to YouTube for a reference to look something up, how to or what have you. And I hope people are able to do this as well, because again, people call in are able to share all their different experiences, or they've tried this product and it worked, this radio wasn't so good, or this antenna worked great, this one did it. And if somebody can grab something from that and come back and listen to it later, I mean, that's the great thing about this hobby, is we have an opportunity to be able to share information there, Roger.
Yeah, and I think that's just a valuable service myself. I had the fortune to participate in a YouTube QSO. It was a number of months ago, but it's the first time ever. And the fellow told me he was recording on YouTube, and I went back to it, and I found it as I expected, but it also confirmed that at least that my equipment was working. That's always a question mark, always has been a question mark whenever I get a piece of equipment out of the box, turn it on, and you think you got all the settings right, but then there's always that big question mark. Does it even sound okay? Well, that particular one confirmed for me that it did. Now, of course, sometimes when I hear my recorded voice, it sometimes don't sound like me, but I accept that it is, though. But the good news is, regardless of what the voice sounds like, the radio itself works good. So thank you very much for going to the effort of doing that. It's a lot of fun, and it's also really good for folks like us that are still wondering what's that. Let's see, what's the name of that knob here? There's a knob on here called mic gain. Yeah, I got a mic gain on this radio, and I just hope it's okay. It has a meter on the radio giving me ALC, and the owner's manual didn't really say a whole lot about it. It just said keep it somewhere in the middle, so that's about all I've been able to do. Yep, 100 watts on a wire. That's all you got here. And the day here in North Carolina is so nice that I picked up the radio in an end-fed half wave and took it out on the patio. So I got my battery fully charged and got the wire in the tree. It meant life is good back in central North Carolina. Back to you.
Oh, that is awesome, John. Hey, congrats. We're about 65 and sunny. On our way to what they're saying right now, the mid to lower 70s the next couple of days. So we're going to be kind of like you. We've got some batteries that are on chargers right now. We hoping to maybe get out tomorrow. It may not. We may be able to get out the next day. And we're going to take the show on the road, as they say. We're going to do a live stream portable. We're going to take the equipment. We're going to set up with our portable antennas. We're going to take the webcam with us. We're going to do the live stream out on the road, as they say, and see how that works. One thing I do on my channel, and of course, again, you're more than welcome to check it out, but I put my radio display up on the page. So if I tell you you're 10 over, well, you can actually go and verify it for yourself. And we have our oscilloscope up. You can actually see your audio wave pattern. You can kind of see where your peaks and valleys are on your own audio. Again, I'm certainly not an expert on audio. I can tell you what it sounds like to me, but nobody's going to know your voice near as good as you are. So you be the judge. That's one of the reasons why we like to do this. Is some people have gotten new equipment, or like you said, or microphones, or they want to do some audio adjustments. How does it sound on my headphones? May not be what it sounds like on the air. And that's what I've come across. That's what I did a year ago. I was like, I sound great in the headphones, sound terrible on the air. Well, this kind of gives you that different perspective. You decide for yourself. So I always tell people, hey, give a look and a listen, see what you think. My channel is my call sign. I've got a link on my QRZ page. You go right to YouTube, put in my call, K0RWB. All my videos are dated, and just like it's live right now on here at the end of the month. You give a look and a listen. You decide. Again, we're having a great time with it, and I hope others are well. The next couple of days will be really telling to see if we can pull this off, but we're going to give it a go anyway there, Roger.
Okay, well, good enough. Well, that'll be easy enough to do, and so that's exactly what's going to happen a little later in the evening after my wife and I go inside and after the dark falls and just have a little time in front of the TV, just dial up YouTube and just see what happens. That's another new thing, too. The old 22-year-old television died recently, and so we're now in the world of smart TVs now and trying to navigate through that. But my wife and I are doing okay with it. We found a lot of good content, and so we have cut the cord as far as TV entertainment goes. So that's the story and the conditions over here in central North Carolina. Well, I want to turn it back to you for maybe a thought or two before we get out of here. I know you probably got some other folks out there that would like to catch up with you, so let's give them an opportunity and get them a chance to maybe hear themselves and see themselves on your YouTube channel. So go ahead and take it away, and I'll wait for your final comments here. Back to you.
Yeah, no problem, John. Yeah, if you want to go and check it out later on, my videos don't have timestamp, but I'm actually watching the timer. So you could probably, if it's up to you, of course, fast forward to about 28 minutes in, 27 minutes in, give or take. That would probably give you a pretty good idea where you and I started. And then you can, kind of listen and see how things. I think the audio in my receive and my headphones sounds phenomenal. But again, that's the first time we've spoken, so I can't say. But what it sounds to me, it's very pleasant, and it's very cool that you're on the back patio with the battery. That is, you make me feel bad sitting down here in the dungeon. But anyway, just so you know, you get 4 contacts in my log. You become a regular. So you get all the perks and benefits. We have a big party, throw confetti in your name. So a couple more to go, my friend. So again, if you hear us out there, by all means, give us a call. We'll just kind of pick things up where we left off. Again, there's no set agenda, so forth. It's whatever you guys want to talk about. We certainly can, and give you guys some time to do that and just have some fun here on amateur radio. That's kind of what we do. So you and yours, enjoy the rest of the afternoon. Thank you so much for taking the time to give us a call. Appreciate it very much. We've been fortunate to have lots of operators from your part of the world call us, so we've always had good signals and always had nice conversations. I don't say work. I hear that a lot of times. I'm not going to work you. We're just having a conversation. That's the way I approach it. So anyway, enjoy the rest of the afternoon. You and yours, be safe and be well. Give a look and a listen. Feel free to come back anytime. I do appreciate you giving us a call this afternoon, John. You take care, my friend. Kilo Foxtrot 4, a Whiskey November Charlie out of North Carolina. This is Kilowatt Zero, Radio Whiskey Bravo. Take care, my friend. 7 trees.
Okay, very good. Well,
Kilo Mike 4.
I didn't have any major expectations.
Yeah, stand by.
Into the world of HF that I would have any repeat contact, but I have had just a couple, or maybe 3. I mean, up there in the Missouri area and that part in the Midwest, it seems like I've got a twisted pair up into that area as well. So I think there's probably the chances are better than average. You and I will catch up with each other again, and I will certainly give it a try. I'll give it an ear, and I will. I'll keep an eye. I'll keep an eye and an ear out for you. Okay, good enough. All right. Well, 7-3 to you, and thank you once again for the service of helping us out with your YouTube channel, and can't wait to see what it sounds like. So I will go ahead and sign with you, and hopefully with all the hopes of catching up with you sometime later on. Kilo Zero, Radio Whiskey Bravo in Kansas City, Missouri. This is Kilo Foxtrot 4, Whiskey November Charlie, Central North Carolina, 7-3, and enjoy the rest of your day also.
All right, John. Thanks again. You take care. And 7 trees. Okay, Kilo Mike 4, give me the rest if you would, please.
Kilo Mike 4, Romeo Golf Yankee, Michael in South Carolina.
Mobile 3.
Oh, Kilo Mike 4, Romeo Golf Yankee. Mike, is that correct?
Yeah, that's me, Randy. I talked to you about 2 months ago, I guess is what it was, and I didn't mean to butt into your conversation there with the guy from North Carolina. He must be bouncing right over me. I never did hear him.
No worries. We were just about finished anyhow. What you did is what I prefer, actually. We're about done. You gave me a little bit, but you didn't keep going. I acknowledged, and that's how it works. No problem at all. No, I'm glad you gave us a call. I'm showing January 12th on 20. And I'd like to think the log is up to date. We've had a couple others. You let me know, and I'll make sure I've got them in the log. But I'm just showing January 12th of this year. Mike, go ahead.
Yeah, that's right. That's the one time, January the 12th. I had to kind of get off here a little quick, but I wanted to holler at you. I heard you on here. I come down here to the shop and getting a few other things done this afternoon, and just wanted to holler at you right quick and just say hello.
Well, I'm glad you did. Yeah, I'm glad you did. So what's happening in your world? You probably got a foot of snow on the ground, probably below zero.
No, not quite. About 62 degrees where we're at today, and I worked all night. I work on the railroad, and I put in an all-night shift, and I got the day off, so I wanted to try to stay up the rest of the afternoon, and got a few things to do, and just trying to get some errands done.
Well, that's good. Well, I hate to say it, but I've got you beat. We're actually 65 and sunny. Very, very, very fortunate. We've had the yo-yo weather. That's that time of year, it's up and down, and so forth. We're on our way to the mid-70s is what the weatherman said last night. The next day or two, I don't know what's going to happen after that. I'm only focusing on the warm stuff, but it looks like we're going to be hitting it a little bit better. So I was telling a couple stations earlier, we're going to try to take the show on the road. We're going to we've got some batteries on charge right now. If we can get out tomorrow, fine. If not, be the next day. But we're going to take the show on the road, try to do a live stream on our channel, and see how that works. No guarantees. We're going to give it a go and see what happens. But we had a chance last year to do it a few times, and really, really had a good time with it. So hopefully we can get things set up, remember where everything is at, and get everything dialed in. And we'll do that here in the next day or two. Here in the afternoons, of course, it'd be around 20 meters as well. So we'll see how that happens. But yeah, you got a good signal coming in here. Again, we've been really fortunate. The propagation has been really good here into my location, and everybody's sounding really good out there on the eastern seaboard there, Roger.
Yeah, well, that sounds good about going out and trying portable. I'll try to keep up with you. I'm actually going to be off tomorrow also. But, I'll try to keep up with you on that. I follow your YouTube channel and got the bells and whistles and all that, subscribe to it. And anytime you come on, my phone kind of, it goes off and lets me know. Today I got my phone put up because I'm not on call, so I just heard you on the radio. I pretty much always keep it on and, keep it on a pretty strong station. And you're definitely coming in good. I got you about 10 over 9 coming into South Carolina. And like I said, just trying to get a few things done and wanted to holler at you. I heard you on there and just wanted to check in and see how you're doing and just tell you that, I'm keeping up with your channel and everything, and just wanted to say hello.
Well, I do appreciate that, and for taking the time. I know people in the afternoons usually have other things to do and so forth, but, again, if we can make a couple of contacts, either, we've another conversation like you and I've had here already, or first-time, I call them first-time callers, not really callers, but you know what I mean. And that's what it's all about. That's okay. I mean, again, this is just supposed to be fun. We're having a great time, if you can tell. We're getting anytime I call CQ and somebody answers, it's going to be a good day. So that's all you really can ask for. But it's just everything just kind of falls into place, and we just it's organic. We kind of let things happen, hopefully for the good. But again, today is one day closer to spring. I hope everybody gets the nice weather that we're going to have here the next day or two. Don't want any severe weather. We can certainly avoid that with everybody, so we don't want to see that, of course. But again, it's just amazing the signals we've had and the conditions that are out there. Considering what the numbers look like, and I've already mentioned that earlier, the numbers do not look well. But again, when you've got a 10 over signal between us, we're both about the same signal strength. how are you going to complain? There's no reason to complain. So, yeah, this is going to be a good afternoon. Again, we're not going to be out here terribly long. We don't really have some time. We've got a couple of things. We're waiting for some phone calls here later on, but we did have some time this afternoon. Mike, and wanted to call CQ. I'm glad you gave us a call. It's very nice to have a chance to chat with you again. I had another one that we hadn't talked since May. It's just amazing how time flies. So hopefully that won't happen with us. But again, you're welcome anytime. I appreciate your support. We don't really promote this too much. At least I try not to, because that wasn't the reason why I started it. But the only reason I'm going to mention it now is we're 13 away from 600 subscribers. And it is the last day of the month. So that's my goal today, to see between now and we're going to be back out here on 40 meters later on, if we can get a few more people interested in the channel, hopefully get something out of it, and we could reach that 600 mark. It would be a big milestone for me. So we'll see what happens. It's always nice to have goals. And if we reach it, fine. And tomorrow, if not, tomorrow's another day, and we'll try it again there. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, sounds good. I don't believe you're going to have no problems. It's a good channel, and, it's a good way for other people to listen to, to their end of the radio. So I don't believe you're going to have no problems with the 600 mark. I believe you'll hit it by tonight. And matter of fact, I'll go on and check it here in just a little bit and, see how it turned out. But I'll let you get back to a few other people. I know there's probably several people chomping at the bits to holler at you to get on the video and everything. So I'll let you holler at a few people, and it's good to talk to you, and I'll definitely talk to you another day.
Well, Mike, I do appreciate it. Really do. Very nice to have a chance to catch up with you. I know we've only talked once before, but again, the way you're handling yourself, the way the signal is, and how you're coming across. I have no doubt we'll have many more contacts, conversations yet this year. Look forward to it. Really, I do. We can always kind of pick something up from one another, no doubt about it. And I'm virtually interested to see how things are going in people's worlds, what's happening, what's going on around there, and so forth. And again, that's another good thing about this hobby. People are very forthcoming about sharing information, their experiences, and so forth, and that's what it's all about. So, Mike, thanks for giving us a call. And again, like I said, I do appreciate your support here on the channel. It's nice to see that people are getting something out of this. I know I am. I just hope everybody gets as much out of it as I do. Who knows? But everything was good until you put a camera in front of me, and then I got to kind of deal with it now. So anyway, hey, enjoy the rest of the afternoon and your day off. And I'm sure you're familiar with locomotives. So I said if the locomotive was a 282, you'd probably know what I'm talking about. So anyway, hopefully you'll hear us the next day or two. That's the idea, is to get out here on live stream portable. We'll see what happens. But again, anytime you hear us, give us a call. I'll be more than happy to pick it up. So no worries. Kilo Mike 4, Romeo Golf Yankee. Nice to hear you as always. This is Kilowatt Zero Radio, Whiskey Bravo. Take care, Mike.
Yeah, have a good day, Randy. Always remember, good things happen to good people. Have a good afternoon, 7-3, Kilo Mike 4, Romeo Golf Yankee.
Yeah, no problem at all. Thanks again. The other station, try it again. I heard you in the background, but I wasn't able to hear it until Mike was clearing with me. Try it again if you would, please.
November Romeo 3 Bravo, Mobile 3.
November Radio 3 Bravo. Is that Steve there? Go ahead.
Roger, Roger.
Oh, terrific signal. Guys, what is going on with everybody to the east of me? You guys are just booming in here this afternoon.
Well, this is NR3B, Mobile 3. I'm outside Carlisle, Pennsylvania. You are a solid 20 over S9 into my ham stick on top of the SUV. 20 over. Sound like you're across the street. You got the name, Steve, Sierra Tango Echo, Victor Echo. Just had to give you a call. You sound fantastic. NR3B Mobile 3, over.
Well, I'm glad you did. Thank you, Steve, for hanging in there. Again, we try to pull calls as much as we can, and we hear them, of course, and not able to get everybody, or somebody jumps right ahead, or what have you. But yeah, I guess at 20 over, I guess you're saying that I'm barely making it over there. But I wish I could take credit for it, but I can't. We like to have 90% of the work go through the antenna, so it means the hex beam is working for us today. So I'm glad that it's money well spent. And the rest of the equipment seems to be dialed in pretty well, that we're having decent signal. I appreciate the report there on the audio as well. Again, it sounds terrible in my headphones, but I guess it sounds okay over the air there, Roger.
Yeah, fine business. NR3B Mobile 3 right back. Fine business. Yeah, you sound fantastic and your signal's fantastic. I'm sitting here in the SUV with a Yaesu FT891 running to a 20-meter ham stick. Nothing fancy. However, I think I caught part of the last conversation. In your last QSO, it sounded like you were doing an OnlyFans live broadcast from a train tomorrow. Do I have that even partially correct? Over?
No. Yes and no. Not from a train. That's coming in the fall, actually. That's in the works to try to do that this fall. We're going to be taking the show on the road. I'm actually live streaming on my YouTube channel, Steve, currently. And we've got some good weather today. It's supposed to be better, really good the next day or two. And we're looking at taking the show on the road and do a portable live stream like we're doing here at the Shack. Of course, we'll be using different antenna, different radio, and so forth. And that's the intention. And by the way, 891, what a terrific radio. What a really, really great, they really hit a home run. You know, only the difference between that and 857, there's no 2 meters and 440. Other than that, what a great radio. The only complaint I have heard is you hit the button to change a menu. If you're not hitting it again within 2 seconds, I guess it reverts back to default. That might be a little tough while you're driving. But I've talked to several people who run that radio, and they sound really, really good. So congrats on that. Hamstick and that 891 is doing real good back here in my receive there, Roger.
Yeah, fine business. I appreciate that. Yes, because it's so small, obviously designed to go mobile or portable, you have to deal with the menu system. So believe me, I always deal with the menu system from a dead stop. So tell us all who are listening, do we just look up your call sign on YouTube and find your YouTube channel? Over?
Yeah, there's two ways. You can either go to QRZ and look me up there. I have a link that goes right to the channel, or you can go to YouTube, go to the search bar, and just type in my call, K0RWB, and look for today's video. All my videos are dated. I can't put a time stamp on it, so generally when I tell people, if you'd like to go look and listen, for instance, yours and our conversation started at about 44 minutes in, so you could fast forward to that part, Steve, if you wanted to be able to give a look and a listen. My radio display is also up on the channel, so if I tell you you're 5 and 9 and the meter lies and says you're only 5 and 7, I'm not doing anybody any justice. So the actual display is on the channel, so you get to see your own signal strength. We do have our oscilloscope up. You can see your audio wave pattern. You can see the highs and lows, the peaks and valleys on your audio itself. And again, nobody knows your voice as good as you do, so you be the judge if you like it or don't like it there, Roger.
Outstanding. Well, I'm looking forward to that when I get back to the home QTH, and I will definitely be sending the link to a friend of mine who's now living in Arizona, Kilowatt Delta 3 Victor. He used to do nothing but mobile work when he was in Los Angeles, so he'll be interested in listening. I will let you go. I'm sure there are stations that want to talk to you. Good luck on the live stream, and you can count me in as a subscriber on YouTube. Kilowatt Zero, Radio Whiskey Bravo from NR3B, Mobile 3. Over.
Well, that's very nice of you, Steve. Thank you so much. And again, we're just hoping that somebody can get, some benefit from this. We certainly enjoy doing it. I hope others do as well. And, it's kind of a cool thing to put the two mediums together, amateur radio and YouTube, which has been pretty cool. As I was telling earlier, we generally don't really promote it too much. The only reason I mention it now is that we're so close to 600 subscribers. We're about 13 away, and this is the last day of the month. So our goal today is to reach 600. And if we do, great. We're going to be here for a little bit yet this afternoon, and we'll be back out on 40 meters this evening. And it's always good to have goals. So if we can reach that goal, fine. If not, tomorrow's another day, Roger.
Outstanding. Well, good luck to 600, and even better luck to 60,000. 73s for now, and I'll be checking out your channel shortly. K0RWB, NR3B, 73s and back.
Thank you so much, Steve. And, safe motorings. Be safe and be well out there. And by all means, feel free to come back anytime you hear us out there. We'd be more than happy to kind of pick it up where you left off. Again, I have to applaud you. Congrats. The equipment is just working really, really good in my receive. So you've hit yourself a home run, no doubt. Again, be safe and be well. enjoy the rest of your week. We look forward to the next time. November Radio 3 Bravo. This is Kilowatt Zero Radio Whiskey Bravo. Take care.
Take care, 73s. Have a good one. Bye.
All right, you take care as well. QRZ, we have any other stations? Please come with your call. Okay, we got a little QSB station right below us, and I know I heard a couple of other in there. It was kind of down in the mud, so to speak. Not much to pull from, but I think the last letter was Foxtrot. It's not much to go on, but we can certainly try it again.
Alpha Echo 4 Delta Bravo, over.
Alpha Echo 4 Delta Bravo. Lauren, is that correct? Okay, let's see here. Let me pull this up real quick and make sure I'm pointed in the right direction. Down in Florida, would that be a Roger?
Roger, down in Florida, over.
Yeah, okay. We just want to make sure we'll rotate the beam down a little bit that direction. Hopefully you'll come up in my receive, and I would hope I'd come up in yours. Hey, thanks for giving us a call this afternoon. I know there's a few others there, but we were able to pull you out, and I appreciate that. The name here is Randy, and the QTH were roughly about 35 miles east of downtown Kansas City, Missouri there. Go ahead. Well, Lauren, don't take this wrong, but when you first called, you were extremely strong. Now it sounds like we've got some hum in the background when you're keying. I certainly don't want you to have any issue with any equipment again, but you were really strong when you first called, and now I've got sounds like some interference there. So maybe check a connection real quick. We don't want to have you any issues while you're talking to me there, Roger.
Roger, yeah. Is that better there? Go ahead.
Yeah, you're getting there. You're a little scratchy on the audio, but you want 5.7 to almost 20, so the signal's back, but the audio, again, I mean no disrespect when I say that, whether it's, the contact with the mic or something or other, but yeah, at least the signal came back.
Let me switch mics here and see what I can do.
Yeah, no problem. Again, I don't want to see anybody have any equipment issues where they're trying to talk to me, so I hate to mention those things, but it could be a matter of something smoking or not, so just to make sure that all the equipment can work the best capable it can. And nothing like dead air.
How about right now? Is that better? Alpha Echo 4 Delta Bravo.
Oh, it's really nice. It's a little hot. You want to maybe back the gain down just a touch. Otherwise, yeah, it's a light. It's almost like you were when you first called in. Again, I'm not sure what it was, but I didn't want you to have any issues with equipment while you were talking to me.
Okay, how's that for a gain now?
Oh, it sounds terrific. Yeah, again, the signal's 20 over. Terrific signal. Yeah, much better. Again, I've had that issue from time to time as well, and I'm really glad people say it because you really don't hear it on your end. But yeah, much better.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, I put I got Pro 7 headgear there that I tried, and it should be working okay now.
Yeah, I've got the one right below that. I've got the Pro Elite that I use on another radio setup, but here I'm using a Heil PR781 on the boom, of course, with a separate set of headphones. But yeah, much better. Was getting kind of worried there at first. You had a really great signal when you called, and then it dropped down to 5 and 7. And I said, well, let me rotate the beam a little bit, and you did come up. But no, all is well. So I'm glad to hear that. And again, I appreciate you giving us a call. I don't see a contact in the log between us, but always nice to get an opportunity to talk down in Florida there, Roger.
Roger, yeah, I'm running a FT DX1200 on a 3-element beam, and headed your way.
Yeah, I would certainly guess that would do it. Good for you. Congrats. Yeah, we're pointed your direction with a hex beam, and we're running the Yaesu FTDX10 here, and I already mentioned the mic to you. So we like to make the antenna do all the work there, Roger.
Yeah, Roger. The antenna either works or it don't, Roger.
Oh, I'm telling you what. I have an Elmer years and years ago when I first started. He told me, he said, 90% of your station should be antenna and 10% should be everything else, and there's a lot to be said about that.
Oh, yeah. If your antenna's not working, you might as well hang it.
Yeah, I don't think it makes a difference how much power you put out. If it's not getting out the antenna, then you're just kind of wasting electricity. And we're not looking forward to doing that. So we've been fortunate. Everything seems to work out pretty well. The antenna just had an anniversary. It's 10 years old, but we do bring it down once a year for periodic inspection. Everything seems to be where it should be, and make sure all the fasteners are tight and so forth. And then and just rotate it back up again, and off we go. And again, I can kind of tell it's working. And you and I have now got a good contact between us. We've had a couple other contacts, Florida, North Carolina, up on Long Island as well. So yeah, I'd say it's a good day. You call CQ, and somebody comes back. So we know the equipment's working. Everybody's got great signals, and that's the great thing about amateur radio.
Yeah, you're hitting me a good 20 plus right now. I got the second preamp on, so it's pulling in pretty hard.
Yeah, that would probably do it, no doubt. Well, the audio, I think you said you're on the Pro 7 now. I think that's what you said. The audio is really, really nice, by the way, so you've got that dialed in. I had the radio that yours replaced. I used to have the FT950, and that was being discontinued for the 1200. And I always had a little issue with the 1200 because I always liked the 950 so much, but I guess it's just progression of equipment and different features and so forth. I've had an opportunity to talk quite a few operators that do run that 1200, and I've heard nothing but great things about it. They do make a great product line. I just got finished with a mobile, and he was on the new 891 with a ham stick. Again, Yaesu makes some terrific products, and they just don't really seem to age there, Roger.
Yeah, Roger, yeah. He was making the trip down here, no problem. I heard him pretty good. So, yeah, the Yaesu is pretty good stuff. I've had it since when I started first in this years ago, back in the early 70s, and started with the Yaesu, and everything I've got's Yaesu.
Yeah, I've kind of shopped around. I started with Kenwood. January last year, I had a 7300, like 40-some million others around the world have had. And then it helped finance the second radio. I have two of these FTDX10s. It helped finance the second one, and I had no problems with it. Really nice radio. Always has terrific audio out of the rig. A little bit different here with the 10. Probably has one of the better receivers that I've ever had an opportunity to use or even listen to. That was a big benefit. Having the external monitor port was also a nice feature for it. And also having a adjustable noise reduction. Digital noise reduction is adjustable. That's a good feature as well. So we've been extremely happy with this radio, and hopefully it continues that way. But yeah, again, little sketchy in the beginning. I'm glad we got things sorted out. You do sound really good, and the signal is good. You're a good solid 10 over. No issues with that at all. And just by chance, how far, without getting too pinpointed, of course, how far south would you say you are from Tallahassee?
I'm about 15 miles south of Tallahassee and about 15 miles from the Gulf of Mexico.
Oh, wow, that's terrific. Well, we spent a few years up in Valdosta, Georgia, and drove into Tallahassee. So I always did enjoy that town. Tallahassee, I always thought was a really neat town. They tend to have things that we could never find in Valdosta, and that was one of the more closer major cities, other than going over to Jacksonville, which you did on occasion, but that was a couple hours. But always enjoyed our time in Tallahassee. Never got south of it, so your location, I'm not going to put that across the air. People can look it up themselves if they want. Never got down to your part of the world, on anything farther than Tallahassee, but we really did enjoy our time around that area. A little bit different than what you had in South Georgia, Roger.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's usually how it goes there. But anyway, we're in a little town around Crawfordville. Over.
Yeah, well, I wasn't going to say that over the air, but I'm glad you did. I've got it pulled up on my logger, and it told me. But you generally don't do that too often unless we've talked a few times. This is our first contact. Sometimes people get a little shy about it, and that's no problem. I'm certainly okay with that. But Yeah, I don't know if you were able to hear the mobile. That's pretty good. And you probably heard me tell you that, or tell him that we're live on our YouTube channel. That's what we're doing right now, of course, and we're able to been able to save some of our QSOs. I know some of the people have fun going back later and listening to him and so forth, and we do that as well. A lot of times we have people that check in that are willing to share information on antennas or radios and how this works, how it doesn't work. And I think people have an opportunity to actually go back and listen to that, and I do that as well to try to pick up some information and so forth that I can use. So that's kind of what we're doing. We did have a little bit of time here this afternoon. We were going to see if we can make a few contacts. We're going to be back out of here later on this evening on 40 meters and see if we can make some contacts. Again, as I said it before, anytime you can get in front of the microphone is going to make it a good day.
Roger. All right, well, listen, I'll let you go. I'm sure you got others out there to get hooked up to, so appreciate the comeback. 73's my friend, and have a great day. This is Alpha Echo 4 Delta Bravo, Florida.
Well, thank you, Lauren. And, yeah, nice to have a chance to have a nice short chat with you. Again, good solid signal, hasn't wavered a bit. Almost like an AM, when you dead key, it just sits there solid. So we certainly got a good little pipeline between us. The other station in Florida, the same way. So, again, feel free to call us anytime you hear us out there, and we'll just kind of pick things where we left off, so to speak. Enjoy what's left of your Monday and a good week ahead. You and yours be safe and be well, and we certainly look forward to the next chance we get as well. Alpha Echo 4 Delta Bravo. This is Kilowatt Zero Radio Whiskey Bravo. Thank you again, sir. 73s.
Whiskey 1, Whiskey Juliet Bravo.
Okay, the Whiskey 1, Whiskey Juliet question mark.
Yeah, Whiskey 1, Whiskey Juliet Bravo.
Okay, as long as it was Bravo. Anything else, I'm not going to answer it. Whiskey 1, Whiskey Juliet Bravo. Good afternoon. You got to let me know where you're at. I'll move the beam around.
I'm up here in northeast Rhode Island.
Oh, okay. Hey, nice to hear Rhode Island. Let me bring that beam around. We were down in Florida, so hopefully you'll come up in my receive next go around. I believe the name is Walden, is what it's showing if I typed it in right. Hopefully that I'll come up in your receive as well. They're good.
Very good. Walden or Wally, Whiskey Alpha, Lima Yankee. Yeah, I'm mobile up in Rhode Island. I had the phone here, but anyway, I can look you up. But I'm just up here doing some HF down by the water. QSL?
Oh, well, great. Hey, fine business. The signal showing about 5 and 7, but no problems hearing you. You did come up quite a bit when I rotated around, and I would say, are you currently using the 857 you got there in your vehicle?
Yes, sir. Using 857, 100 watts, and I'm using my Hustler resonators.
Oh, fine, but is that the setup you've got in the picture there on your QRZ page with the antenna on the back of the car?
I have a couple. One is if you're looking at the one with the 3 antennas on the top, that's the resonators.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, it's working okay. So tell me, how are things in Rhode Island? I haven't had a chance to talk to anybody in Rhode Island in quite a while.
Yeah, very good. Yes, the frequency is in use. It's cold up here. Stupid weather. I mean, the other day we had snow, and 3 days before that it was up to 69 degrees.
Oh, so you have what we call yo-yo weather. Yeah, we have that here as well. We're 65 and sunny today, and the next couple of days, they say we're heading toward the middle 70s. So that should be it should be a nice little break from some of the cold temperatures that we've had. We're looking at either tomorrow or the next day trying to do a live stream portable. We're actually live streaming on YouTube right now, Wally, and we're looking at taking the show on the road the next day or two, and all strictly on battery, and trying to do a wireless YouTube live feed while we're on the radio as well there, Roger.
Oh, very good. You're on right now. How would I find you, Paul?
Yeah, you can go right to YouTube, go to the search bar, and just put in my call, K0RWB, and all my videos are dated. I don't have timestamps, but to give you an idea, probably about an hour and 4 minutes. If you want to fast forward to that point, about an hour and 4 minutes would be pretty close where you and I started. Give a look and a listen and see what you think. Like, tag, share, follow, whatever all that kind of stuff they say. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I think other people have enjoyed it well. But a little bit of noise on the band, as you are mobile, but otherwise you got no problems hearing you at all there, Roger.
It's like a little bit delay. I got you right now. I can hear you, and I'm probably going to hear myself in a minute. That's pretty cool.
Well, yeah, there is about a 20 or 30-second delay, just so you're aware of that. I tried it once. I wasn't able to comprehend both, me talking and hearing it the second time. But if you're able to do it, hey, more power to you. Again, on the channel, we do have our radio display up on the channel. And that way you can see your own signal report. We've got the oscilloscope up. You can see your audio wave pattern and so forth. Again, the only downside, if you've seen it, you probably already know it, there is a video camera pointed right at me. But at least this way you get to see who you're talking to, Roger.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, I see it now. I just turned the volume down. I don't confuse myself. Yeah, it sounds good. I think we might have done this before. I think I did a video feed with you before. We're not sure, but it looks pretty nice.
Well, I'm looking at my log, and it looks like this is our third contact. The last one was actually over a year ago, February the 4th, here on 20 meters. So I think we were a little overdue, but hey, that's okay. Better late than never. Hopefully it won't be that long again this year. But yeah, this is number 3, the third contact. And I don't know if I told you the last time, but if you have 4 contacts in my log, you become a regular. So you get all the perks and benefits of being a regular, and we'll have a big party, throw confetti in your name there, Roger.
Oh, very good. Some beer or something. I don't drink, though. Anyway, yeah, it looks good. Yeah, it's kind of cold up here, like I said, and just running my 857, my Resonators. I have a big antenna now. I don't know if I had it a year ago. It's a MFJ 1979. It's a 17-foot telescopic antenna. But the only thing with it is it has to be kind of calm weather because it blows all over the place. It doesn't.
Yeah, Roger. Hey, real quick, are you using the stock hand mic, or are you using a different microphone?
I'm using a stock hand mic. I have 2 of the DFT, the lights with the numbers on it, but for some reason it gets feedback and people say you sound lousy, and I haven't figured that one out yet. Even though I put some of those chokes in mine, still don't sound right.
Yeah. Hey, on the back of the mic, do you have it in position 1 or position 2?
Hang on, I can't see. I can pull my glasses on.
I can't remember if they have it listed as F1 or F2, but on the back of the stock mic there's a switch. I'm just curious if you have it in position 1 or position 2.
Yeah, I have it on 1. I never actually changed that. Why? Is there a difference?
Well, there is, but and this is all for the good, because you'll be able to hear this yourself. Your audio is really clear and has a lot of punch to it. I think position 2 gives you a little bit more lower bass. But that's why I was just curious if you were on the stock mic, because I don't remember. I had an 857 Delta, and I don't think I heard that much highs in it like yours is currently. That's why I was curious if what mic you were on and what position, since it's a stock mic, what position it was on. So it's a stock mic position 1, and it really it's got a lot of nice punch to it, but it's not overdriven. So yeah, that is terrific.
Whiskey Delta, 3 Delta. Give me 1 second. I want to wait till this. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, stand by 1.
Oh, you're still talking on the thing, though. So give me 1 second. I really hear myself.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you, you have better luck at it than I could. I was really not able to try to focus on what I was saying and turn around and listen to it at the same time, so to speak. Through a delay like that. If you're able to handle that, then hey, more power to you. But I was just not able to do that. But if it works for you, you go for it.
What's the YouTube channel?
It's my call, K0RWB, Kilowatt Zero Radio Whiskey Bravo. Thank you for asking.
Very good. Yeah, you're still calling. I'm on 2 right now, and everybody says, though, this audio on this thing sounds really good. A second, I'll hear what I sound like.
Yeah, no problem. If it was me personally, what I'm hearing, you do what you need to, of course. I liked it when you first came on. Right now, what I'm hearing is sounded a little bit better for me in position 1. But again, you're listening to it. It'll record. You can come back and listen to it later. You decide what sounds better for you, and then later on, other contacts, you can solicit kind of any feedback. But to me, position 1 had a lot of punch to it. It was still nice and clear. 2 is just a little bit lower. I think that's what it was designed for. I really don't remember the frequency level at that point, but yeah, it's definitely working well. It's good radio. You got a good setup. I mean, the signal's up and down, but I would certainly expect that with the setup you have there. But no problems being able to hear you at all there, Roger.
Yeah, very good. I just listened to it. It's kind of hard to tell the audio through the phone, but yeah, I'll just keep it on 1 right now. And anyway, yeah, I'm up here by the top of the Providence River. Here's the top of the Narragansett Bay, sitting in a place called Cedar Bay. It's run by the college here, so it's right out in the open. So I like when I talk, I like to get down by the water.
Yeah, I certainly can understand that. Again, a lot of people are running mobile and have a lot more better experience at it than I have. I've not been very fortunate to be able to make that work. I'm glad it's working for you today, and we've had another mobile out there as well that was sounding quite well. So, hey, Wally, thanks for giving us a call. We've got just a little bit more time yet. We'll see if we can make a few more contacts. But I appreciate you giving us a call. I'm glad you could find the channel and were able to see and hear that. And certainly look for you again. This, like I said, number 3. We've got one more to go, my friend. So, again, if you hear us out there, feel free to give us a call, and we'll get you in the log for number 4 and then go on from there. So, hey, be safe motoring while you're out there, my friend, and have a great what's left of the Monday. Enjoy the week that's coming up, and you and yours be safe and be well. And we'll certainly look for you the next time. But anyway, thanks for giving us a call today. Nice to hear from you again after an entire year. Amazing how time flies. Whiskey 1, Whiskey Juliet Bravo. This is Kilowatt Zero Radio Whiskey Bravo. Thank you, Wally. You take care.
Whiskey Delta 3 Delta. Delta 3 Alpha.
Yeah, let him clear first, guys. Let him clear first.
Oscar Bravo Foxtrot.
Units at antenna. Looking in the mirror, I can see the
Yeah, let him clear, guys.
kind of bouncing around back there. I see other people trying to call you.
Kilo Juliet 5 Mike Delta.
I'll try. Nobody wants to
Okay, Wally, you take care of 7-3s. Yeah, I appreciate it, guys. I just want to make sure everybody gets a chance to clear there real quick. I did hear a station there a while ago. I hope you're still in there. I think it was Whiskey Delta 3 Delta. Was that correct?
Roger, Roger. This is Whiskey Delta 3 Delta Mobile, Eddie in Atlanta with an FT891 Scorpion screwdriver antenna and a Meritron 500-watt amp. How am I coming in the mobile?
Oh, it just sounds terrible at 10 over.
Oh, come on. I can do better than that. You know what? You are about the same here. It sounds absolutely fantastic.
Oh, I thought you were going to say I was 10 over and terrible as well.
No, you don't sound terrible. You sound great. Honestly, you sound like you were sitting right here in the vehicle with me. It's absolutely a wonderful signal.
You know, you're the second one today on an 891, and I see it's getting a little bit more popular. I don't think it's been out that long, honestly. I know it was designed to take the place of the 857 and the Delta version. I think it's the same radio minus the 2 meters and 440. But they've all sounded really good. Again, I haven't really heard a bad radio on the Yaesu line per se. I think they all make good radios. If they didn't, people wouldn't buy them. But yeah, again, nice signal at 10 over. I took my digital noise off because you were a little muffled, and as soon as I took it off, and then your highs, your brightness came back. I did that a little bit for Wally because we had a little bit of noise on his mobile setup. But gosh, I don't know what's going on. The third mobile this afternoon. It's really nice to hear you guys out there. Go ahead.
Yeah, you made me have a look at the back of the mic here. I'm on position 1. This one's always seemed to do really good for me on that setting. And there's a really great video on YouTube for audio settings. A gentleman went through and did a bunch of tests with, the high, low, and all that. And I went through that video and did the whole setup, and it really worked well. And I like the 891. I wanted my HF and my repeaters to be on two separate radios. So if you look on the QRZ page, they actually run 2 and 70 on an FTM 400, and I'm scanning the repeaters all day. I maintain a file called repeaterpro.com, and we paint each one of these repeaters green when they're active, because I found a lot of the sources out there, they've got old, outdated repeater information, but I like running the repeaters separately from HF, so if I'm doing a POTA activation or something on the 891, I can have the repeaters going and monitoring all the local repeaters very low. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, and you'll probably notice it here just now, but since I was pointed to New York, you were kind of on the side of the beam, so I brought it down your direction, and you came up quite a little bit in my receive. And again, once I took the noise reduction off, your audio was really nice and bright now. Not overdriven, mind you, but nice and bright. And a couple of S units higher now that I'm pointed in your direction. I guess that means I got what I paid for.
Yeah, and I can tell you it makes a difference here. You're still 10 to 15 over. It's a great signal, and it's almost full quieting.
Well, again, when conditions are good, you can do just about anything anywhere, and when they're not, you can't talk across the street. Like I said earlier with another station, we like to have the antenna do the heavy lifting, and that's kind of what it's done. We run on a hex beam at 45 feet from the ground to the base plate, and again, the radio and the mic seem to match up quite well. This is the Yaesu FTDX10, and it's paired with a Heil PR781, so this seems to match up quite well. And we're really glad for that. Otherwise, it'd be a real struggle. But, we've been really fortunate. We don't have anything special, but it seems to work well for us. And that's all you do. You call CQ, and next you know somebody's there, and you start those conversations. That's kind of what we've done today. Of course, we do have our channel up. We are live streaming here on YouTube as well for a little bit this afternoon. And, again, it makes it real fun. Other than a couple of mobiles we had earlier, everybody's had terrific signals. So it's really nice to see that the conditions are really nice and open there, Roger.
Yeah, Roger, I've got one more work appointment here. I'm about to get finished up. And as soon as I get back, I'm going to look it up on YouTube. I heard you tell the other station before it was about 1 hour and 10 minutes in. So I'm thinking I'm probably about 1 hour and 15 minutes in. And I do want to confirm that it is Randy, Kilo Zero, Romeo Whiskey Bravo.
That is correct, and you are dead on the time. I would certainly say the same thing. We're at 1:18 and 25 seconds, so I would say you're really dead on at 1:15. We're going to be here till the bottom of the hour, and then we'll have to shut it down. We've got some other things that need our attention, but yeah, you're dead on. And yeah, again, give a look and a listen. The signal is right there. I think you said the mic was in position 1. I haven't had a chance to operate an 891. I did have one in my hands. We've got an amateur radio store here in the metro. We're very fortunate to have that. And almost pulled the trigger on it, but we have 2 of these FTDX10s. A little big for portable or mobile use, but we do take the other one out with us, which we're going to be doing either tomorrow or the next day if you were able to catch that. We're going to be doing a portable live stream the next day or two with our portable equipment, and see if we can get the cameras and everything else to work in the YouTube channel. So it should be interesting. We're going to give it a go. Hopefully it'll work. If not, it won't be from a lack of trying, but we'll see how that goes for us there, Roger.
Roger, Randy. Yeah, that sounds fantastic. And what a great experiment that would be. That's going to be a lot of fun, especially if you get it going with the live YouTube. I know there's other stations that want to contact you, so I'm gonna back out. So give you an opportunity to get in touch with them and maybe get a couple of more in on this YouTube video. So Kilo Zero, Romeo Whiskey Bravo, Randy. This is Eddie in Kennesaw. Whiskey Delta 3 Delta. Wishing you 73, my friend. I look forward to talking to you again, and I will be clear on your final.
Yeah, I'm glad you did. And again, my apologies. I didn't pull up my log sooner, or should have pulled it up sooner. We had a content back in June, the 4th of June of last year. on 40 meters. So now we've got a new band here as well. So my apologies. I guess I'm a little slow on the draw sometimes. But this is our second contact. So yeah, very nice to have a chance to chat with you again. I appreciate you giving us a call and kind of standing by. Again, I'm not trying to ignore any call signs. I just kind of pull them the best I can hear them and go that route. But we're certainly glad that we did have a chance to chat today. Congrats. The equipment's working well. Again, you've got a nice solid signal. No problem with the audio. Again, I'm not going to be the judge. I'll let you do that. You give a look and a listen on the channel, listen to you for yourself, and you decide how well it sounds. I think it's great in my receive, but, again, you be the judge. I'm glad you give us a call. I appreciate you doing that, and I look forward to the next one. Hopefully it won't be almost a year. We just started this year. Hopefully we'll have many more contacts this year. So anyway, enjoy the rest of your afternoon. As I tell most people out here as well, you and yours be safe and be well. Feel free to come back anytime. We look forward to it. Whiskey Delta 3 Delta. This is Kilowatt Zero Radio Whiskey Bravo. Thank you again, 7-3s.
Whiskey 7. Kilo Delta 3. Alpha November. Lima Bravo, go.
Okay, I got a Whiskey 7. I know there's a few others in there. I did hear the Whiskey 7 station. Would you try it again, please?
Roger, Roger. This is Whiskey 7, Lima Delta Echo in Western Washington.
Yeah, that's another reason. You're on the back side of the beam. You're 180 out. So let me come around here real quick, Lance. Thanks for giving us a call. That just tells you the front-to-back ratio is not so good, but it's really great when you're in the central part of the country because all you got to do is rotate around a little bit. And I have a feeling that you'll come up in my receive, and I hope I come up in yours there, Roger.
Oh, Roger, you definitely came up at least, you're a good 5'10" almost right now. You really came up from about a 5'6" to a 5'10". I'm on a hex beam too, about 65 feet, but I thought I'd just harass you for a second. Plus, I wanted to hear myself on the YouTube channel.
Well, I would say you're about due anyway to call me because it was March 31st of last year, so I think we're probably a little overdue, but yeah, no worries. Yeah, you came up really, really well. Again, I know there's other stations out there, but generally speaking, this time of day, I generally don't hear West Coast stations. I hear a 6 or a 7 call area. I try to get to them if I can, so I appreciate you hanging in there, Lance. Nice to have a chance to talk with you again. You're probably got a foot of snow on the ground and sub-zero weather right now, Roger.
I'm on waterfront up here. I'm on the Pacific Ocean. It's just out my back door here. And we've had nothing but solid rain for the last 3 days. We're flooding in this area. But wife and I decided we're getting in the car tomorrow morning and driving to Arizona for a month. We've had this rain and cold and miserable weather. We had snow last week, I should say hail, and it has been miserable up here. So the car is getting packed right now, and we're out of here in the morning. Hopefully we can get some warm weather. Back to you.
Yeah, great. I can't say I would blame you either. By the way, 10 over, signal's 10 over. And you can tell me in the next go-round. Hopefully, you're not underwater. I know you say you're getting some. I hate to say that, but we've been 65 and sunny today, which is really unusual. This time of year out here, this is what we call yo-yo weather. It's just up and down, up and down. The next couple of days will be in the mid-70s. That's what they're forecasting. I hope they're right because we're going to take the show on the road. You probably heard that. We're going to do a portable live stream on YouTube, see how that works out. We'll keep our fingers crossed. But, yeah, again, I wouldn't blame you for heading south. Warm weather is always good. Nothing wrong with the warmer weather as well. So hopefully it'll be a good, fun drive. I notice around here, the more I head south, boy, it really starts to green up. We were in southern Oklahoma about a week ago, and it was amazing that the trees were starting to bud and grass was growing. So, and then we come back here. I'm getting tired of seeing everything brown there, Roger.
Oh, Roger. I am so sick and tired of cold weather. But hold on. I got radios going off around me and everything going on here. So anyway,
Yeah, I'm going to get warm, get these bones feeling better again here, hopefully, and stuff. But I'll let you go because there are so many people trying to get a hold of you. And thanks again. I really appreciate you coming back to me. And hopefully it's not another year before I get back to you, too. So I thought your call sign looked familiar. Okay, thanks again, and I'll be clear on you on your final, W7LDE.
Well, I appreciate it, Lance. And, I hope it doesn't take this long. A lot of it's been, 2021 has been pretty crazy for everybody, and 2022 started off that way for me as well. So I'd like to think we've got light at the end of the tunnel and things will get more regulated. We'll see what happens, but we're going to try to make more of an attempt to get in front of the microphone this year. Hopefully that works out. Some things we can control, of course, some things we can't. Hopefully you either have a remote station or you'll take some equipment with you down there, especially for a month. I don't think I could be without a radio for a month, but some people just want to relax and not deal with it. I certainly understand, but by all means, I'm glad you gave us a call. I'm glad we could rotate around because you really came up. You're 10 over. You've been averaging 10 over in the receive, so really nice to see that the beam does work. That's the great thing about it. So anyway, hey, have a safe trip. You and yours be safe and well. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon as well, of course. And please don't hesitate to give us a call if you hear us out there again, and we'd be happy to get back to you and kind of see what's going on in your world. So in the meantime, we'll say 7-3s. Whiskey 7 Lima Delta Echo. This is Kilowatt Zero Radio Whiskey Bravo. Thank you again. 7-3s.
Kilo November 7 X-ray Uniform Hotel.
Okay, the station. I'm sorry, and there's a lot of you out there. Give me a second to bring around, unless we've got some other West Coast. We'll try this again here real quick. Give me 1 second here. We'll bring this thing around. Otherwise, we may not be able to hear every station out there. We have to the bottom of the hour, folks. I apologize for that, but our attention will be needed elsewhere. So this may end up being our last call. We'll see how it goes. But we'll try it again. We're back around toward the East Coast. See if we can get another station in there real quick. K0RWB, Randy in Kansas City, QRZ.
Kilo Delta 3, Alpha November X-ray.
Bravo. Well, there he is, Kilo Delta 3, Alpha November X-ray. Dean, good afternoon.
Hey, good afternoon, Randy. Sounding good over here in New Jersey, QSL.
Yeah, you're doing fine. You definitely came up above the noise. We have a little bit of QSB and some QRM here. I didn't mean noise from other operators, but we were able to pull you out there pretty well. Yeah, I appreciate you giving us a call. I got the logger pulled up here, and gosh, I don't know sure how updated it is, but it says just north of McGuire Air Force Base.
Roger. Yeah, we're in a small town called Jobstown, New Jersey, and right outside of Fort Dixon McGuire. Roger.
Oh yeah, fine business. Wow. Hopefully you don't have a foot of snow on the ground in sub-zero weather today.
Oh no, not today. Today we've got 38 degrees today, and actually it's a nice day today. Finally, Roger.
Oh, I'm telling you, we've got one here today as well. If maybe you heard or not, but we're currently about 65 degrees and sunny. And looking for the next couple of days in the mid to lower 70s. Should be kind of fun. Definitely break out the shorts and T-shirts, and I think by the end of the week, we'll be back in parkas.
Whiskey Alpha 1.
Yeah, I know that feeling all too well. Just to give you a quick signal report, you are between 10 and 20 over, depending on propagation, Roger.
Well, you're about the same. Appreciate that. I've got your page pulled up here. Quick question. I'm trying to see if that is a receiver hitch mount on the back of the Jayco that you have. Looks like a vertical.
Yeah, that's a 40-meter vertical. I think it's the manufacturer's Eagle One, and I used that last year pretty much just for 40 meters. This year I got a screwdriver antenna we're going to try for multibands, but that Eagle One antenna is one heck of an antenna, Roger.
Oh, good for you. Well, that's a really neat setup. A couple of years ago, we had something on the side of a bracket mounted on the side of our motorhome, and I had a second hex beam that I actually modified the base plate so it would fold up like an umbrella, and we only had it wired for 17 and 20 meters, and we had a little 20-foot push-up pole, and we used that in the RV park, and it was interesting the looks you would get, and sometimes the comments as well, and even from the campground owners. and would kind of give us kind of a, wouldn't say a dirty look, but kind of a glance. So we would, after a while, we would take a couple of pairs of socks and throw it over the Dacron cord and just tell people we were doing our laundry, and they seemed to leave us alone after that.
Oh, that's awesome. What was the who was the manufacturer on that hex beam?
This one, both of them I have, is from NA4RR. It's Roger Walkwell out of Pensacola, Florida. Actually, I believe Roger retired and his son took it over. But yeah, we've had this one here for 10 years. In January was 10-year anniversary. And the other one we bought back in 2016 to use on the National Parks on the Air program, and had some really good chances with that. I think if you're out portable and you have a chance to direct your signal, it really enhances amateur radio for you.
How large is that hex beam?
With the spreaders, I think they say, I think it's either 21 or 23 foot is the wingspan.
Yeah, you know, that could get into what could get involved with some other people next door to you, you know.
Well, not when it's up in the air. It doesn't. You really don't see it. You know, if you put it down at ground level when you're first assembling it, people kind of go, "Hey, what's going on over here?" I said, "Well, I'm getting ready to talk to the space station." And then, boy, then they really get excited. And then, of course, you tell them what you're doing. I'm like, "Okay, well, have fun with it," and off they go. But you know, all the experiences were great. People were very inquisitive, which is great. And asked about, you know, how it works. Oh, it's C-Beat. No, this is ham radio. And they kind of got an idea of what we actually do here in amateur radio. And who knows, maybe it got somebody inspired to become licensed.
Lima Sierra Hotel.
Roger on that. Yeah, last year for Field Day, we were at a campground. I had some people come up to me, and I had one gentleman behind me who was an Amish fellow, and he was very interested in what I was doing. And I sat down with him, I showed him everything, and he'd never seen anything like it before. So at that time, I had the ICOM 7300 actually sitting right next to me right now, and he was able to see the display. He thought it was pretty cool. So and hopefully we inspired someone. Roger.
Yeah, and that's all you can help. You know, you can really ask for, and you know that's and it's interesting you say that. You know, I'm actually live streaming right now on my YouTube channel. And, you know, we've been doing this for about a year, but we've actually done this live stream during some of the school roundups. And this last summer in spring, some of the Boy Scout troops, they would go out and, you know, the Scout Masters would introduce the kids and so forth to amateur radio, setting up antennas and so forth. And, you know, and here we are live streaming. Of course, it records it. And the kids really got something out of that. Not only to get the chance to get on the air and talk to somebody, but they would tell all their friends, "Hey, I was on YouTube." And they would go back and watch it and listen to it. And on my channel, I have my radio display up there, so they can see their own signal report. They can see their audio wave pattern to the oscilloscope and so forth. And I would like to think maybe that might inspire somebody to be an operator in the future. That's all you can really ask for. And we've been having a great time with it. A lot of people have checked in and had fun with it as well. I really don't say I'm an expert on audio. I let you decide that, so you have an opportunity to look and to listen yourself, and you make a determination if the audio is fine with you, if there's a adjustment you want to make. But we've had a good time with it, and I would like to think it inspired some of the kids as well.
Question. Lima Sierra Hotel, Santa Monica.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of fun when you can combine the two, because you know they know everything about YouTube. I don't really know that much, but you know they know a lot about that, and now you're.
Yeah, I heard the question. Stand by, I'll get to you.
Them that they're not aware of or familiar with, and it makes it for a very good learning experience. That's fantastic.
Well, yeah, like you said, and I'll get to the question. We got another one that came in here. You're right. You know, they always have their face and their phone, and I certainly applaud the Scoutmasters trying to get the kids out. And you know, hey, this is how radio works. This is what we can do with it, and so forth. So they get that experience, but then they can also go back and relate this to amateur radio and to YouTube. So again, if it helps them kind of get an understanding of how this works, and they get excited about it, hey, great. The best operator I think I've talked with in the last year was a 9-year-old out of Houston, Texas, and he was working under his dad call. He had his technician. He was working on his general. And he handled himself extremely well, knew the phonetic alphabet a lot better than some of us do. And that just tells me the hobby is in great shape. So, that's all you can ask for. Hey, Dean, take a quick standby. We had a question in there real quick, and we'll try to answer it and get back to you. The gentleman with the question, go ahead.
Kilo Charlie 8 Tango Delta X-Ray, Dave here in Lynchburg, Virginia. Wanted to know your call sign. I could look up your YouTube page.
Yeah, my apologies. Well, thank you for that. The call or the channel is actually my call sign, Kilowatt Zero Radio Whiskey Bravo. You can go there one or two ways. You can go to QRZ, look me up. I've got a link that goes right to it. Or you can go right to YouTube, go to the search bar, put in my call. All my videos are dated. Of course, it'll say to date, live, and so forth. And that would be the best way you can get to it there, sir.
Okay, I appreciate that. I'll try to find that and check you out.
Yeah, I appreciate it. We will be back out later on this evening as well on 40 meters. We don't really promote it per se. This is for Dean and everybody else at it. We don't really promote it too much because we're just having fun with it. But the only reason I'm saying anything about it today is it's the end of the month. We're 13 subscribers away from 600, which far exceeds my expectations. And if we get there tonight and we get to 600, hey, great. If not, we'll try it again tomorrow. But that's really the only reason why we're mentioning it today. And I'm hoping everybody gets a chuckle out of it like we are.
Yeah, I just heard a little bit of our conversation we had there on your page, and my audio sounds pretty strong, pretty good. I'm happy.
Yeah, I would be too. Yeah, I think it sounds terrific. I think it does. The Kilo Charlie 8 Tango Delta X-Ray, I hope that answers your question. We're going to try to finish here with Dean. We're just a couple of minutes past the bottom of the hour. I do apologize. I'd like to get to all of you, but we do have some other commitments that we've got to get to. So I want to finish it up. But I do want to answer your question. And I also did hear the Lima Sierra Hotel. Sir, I do apologize. Try to come. We'll be back out later on 40 meters. Well, hopefully the band will be open. So anyway, Dean, we're going to finish with you. Because we do have to run, but I do want to say, thank you for taking the time to give us a call this afternoon, and I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have, and I certainly look forward to the next time as well there, Roger.
Roger on that, and while we were away there, I got a phone call, so I really have to go myself. So with that, I am going to say 73 K0 Romeo Whiskey Bravo Kilo Delta 3 Alpha November X-Ray 73, and thanks for the QSOs.
No, I'm glad as well, Dean. Certainly understand that. Yeah, again, feel free to come back anytime. That you hear us out there, and we'll just kind of pick things where we left off. So enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Be safe and be well. As I tell everybody, have a great week, and we look forward to the next one. So Kilo Delta 3 Alpha November X-Ray. This is Kilowatt Zero Radio Whiskey Bravo. You have no idea how much I appreciate this, folks. Unfortunately, we've got to run. We're going to be back out here later on. 7 o'clock Central. 7 o'clock Central on 40 meters. We're going to be back out again. I can't tell you the frequency. We look for an open spot, and we just kind of start calling CQ and see what happens. So for those we can't get to, please try it again this evening. We'll be more than happy to try to get you in log and have a chance to have a nice chat with you. And to those we did, we do appreciate it as well. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and clear, and hopefully we'll have a chance to talk with some of you all later on this evening. So this is Kilowatt Zero Radio Whiskey Bravo, Randy in Kansas City. We're going to be clearing QRT. The frequency is back open for operation.